Recent data shows us that when visitors land on your website, 47% make a beeline directly to your page that says products and services. 33% browse the home page before jumping around your website. And 16% of visitors to your website, 16% check out another page. I'm going to tell you what that page is shortly. You're going to have to hang in for JT in the Raw Show 48 to find out what that page is. Welcome along. This is JT in the Raw Show 48. If this is your first show, great to have you on board. If it's a repeat show for you, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. Very grateful that you guys keep returning. Well, I chew the thin on business. So some things I think are relevant to you and some things you probably go, what the? But I appreciate you joining in. So, g'day Alan, I think you're in on Spain, Eugene down in Melbourne, Angus. Okay, now before we get too far into the show, I need to do something. What do you think? Hey? Oh, my ears look big, don't they? There we go, tuck them in. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up if you like the hat. Whoa! Special shout out this morning. Morning, Eugene, yeah. Morning, Alyssa in New Zealand. Hey, a special shout out today to Eugene, who is on the show at the moment, from Jim Click Media. Eugene is a very regular watcher. Thanks for your support, Eugene. And he's a great supporter of active management. He's a supporter of the Fitness Business Podcast. And he's a real supporter of me personally. So I really appreciate everything you do, Eugene. And he was recently in South Africa at his brother's wedding. He wasn't thinking about JT in the Raw, was he? Yes, he was. He walked into a shop and he saw this hat and he bought it for me. So thanks so much, Eugene. I really appreciate it. I love it. Love it. Morning, Maddie Wright. Morning, Chantel. Hey, we got people from all over the globe this morning watching. So I love this hat. I'm going to wear it for the whole show. It matches my Raw shirt. JT, hashtag in the Raw is happening. Okay, I got some huge news to start off with. And the huge news is around the Fitness Business Podcast. Hey, Chantel, Maddie Wright says hello. Hey, welcome. Okay, yeah, huge news around the Fitness Business Podcast. For the fifth consecutive month, we've hit record downloads. In fact, for the first time ever, the show cracked 9,000 downloads in a month. 9,000 in a month? Woohoo! We've seen phenomenal growth in the Fitness Business Podcast just this year. And it goes down to the quality of guests that we've had on the show. It goes down to our amazing host, Chantel, who is on this show this morning. So thank you, everybody, for downloading. Thank you for being part of the FBP family. And if you haven't listened yet to this week's show, you got to get onto it. This week, Jeb Blunt, sales guru, is just amazing on the show. He's just fantastic, and I rate it enormously. And as Molly Meldrum used to say here in Australia, do yourself a favour, get out and listen to this show. So if you need me to help you find that show, just put Jeb, J-E-B, Jeb in the comments below. I'll send you the link to the show. I'll send it to you. So just put Jeb in the comments below and I'll send it to you. It rocks. It's all about sales. And if you own a club, manage a club, a bit like you, Alan Leach, if you're not sharing this show, Alan Leach, with your whole team, then that's just silly. Okay, this week, what are we talking about? Okay, we're talking about lead gens. Remember last week, I talked about if you have got holes in your bucket, then there's no point spending any money on marketing. So remember I said there's no point in paying a consultant to generate your leads. There's no point doing Facebook ads. There's no point doing any marketing at all if you've got problems with your sales system, your onboarding process, if you've got problems with retention systems, human resource systems, or any other business systems. If you've got leaks in your bucket, then there's no point putting leads in there because you're just going to waste the money. So if you missed show 47, just put 47 in the comments below and I'll send you the link to last week's show. Just put 47 in the comments. Morning Ben, morning Jai, morning Bridie, morning Susan. How are you all this morning? Okay, so this week I went looking for some ways that you could generate more leads. Morning Scotty G, how you going? Look for some leads for you that aren't going to cost you any money. What could we do to get more leads into our business with zero spend? Let me repeat where I started for those that came in late. On a recent survey, data showed that on your website, new visitors land on your product and services page. They go looking there 47% of the time. 33% browse your home page and then jump off to another page. And 16% of people that go to your website visit your About Us page. 16%. 16 out of 100 people that go to your website go to the About Us page. Now, I reckon in a fitness business, it's higher. I reckon in a gym, it's probably closer to 25 or 30%. And if you're a PT business, I reckon it's 50%. Because people want to see you if they're going to buy PT off you. People want to know about your business. So I reckon it's a lot higher in a gym and a lot higher in a PT business. But whether the number is as low as 16% or as high as 50%, if you don't beef up your About Us page, then you're losing opportunity with prospects. You're missing opportunities. And far too many businesses have made and are making problems in lead generation with that About Us page. So, when a prospect comes to your website, what are they doing? They're doing research. They're trying to find out if they like you, if they trust you. They haven't entered your sales funnel yet. All they're doing is research. Oh, Alan Leach is just sharing an average time on a homepage is only 30 seconds and 110 seconds on your entire website. Wow. Now, I reckon that might be a bit higher sometimes in a fitness business one if you've got a hot prospect, Alan. I reckon that might be a bit longer. But when that prospect comes, when they're doing their research, they hit your website and they're trying to gauge whether what you do, why you do it, and who you are actually aligns with them and who their values and what their values are. They want to know also if you can fix their problem or have a solution to their problem. So when you've got a good About Us page, your new visitors will eagerly move from being a complete stranger to your brand to becoming a potential customer. So I got 5 tips for you. 5 tips for you for making your About Us page better. Are you ready for these? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for these. 5 of them. 5 to make your About Us page better. Here we go. Number 1, use a conversational tone. Use the language that you talk in. Use a tone that's engaging. Use a tone that's easy to read. Dump that third person language. Get rid of the third person language. Share why you do, what's passionate to you about why you do what you do, and how much you want to help people. How much you really want to help people. Help, paint a picture of your brand, your people, and you. So number 1, use a conversational tone. Number 2, tell your story, but not a history lesson. Your About Us page is about connection. It's about human connection with your visitors. So it's as if they're standing right in front of you. You don't want to give someone standing right in front of you a history lesson. They just want to know the story. They need to know it's an authentic story, not your whole life story. You can put all your accomplishments that you've achieved as a company or as an individual personal trainer, whack that on another page. Set that up as a separate page, but show your true story and show that the visitors, everybody that visits you, is that you've either been in the same situation or at least you understand their situation. And I reckon that you're going to have a better chance of them sticking on your website. G'day, Matty Fletcher. How you going? Okay, number 3 is make your About Us page visually exciting. Make it visually exciting. Okay, now using generic stock photos, or worse, no photos at all, is a surefire way to cause visitors to jump off your About Us page. It's a really smart way to show the true faces behind your brand using those images. And it also keeps that page visually engaging so people scroll through and want to know what's going on. So yeah, make your page visually exciting. Okay, number 4 is let your customers do some talking. It's another trustworthy way to have people like your About Us page and want to engage more with your brand is including testimonials. There's no reason why you can't include a couple of testimonials within your About Us page. Now this will have your customers really seeing the trust that they can build trust within you, that they believe that what you do, or what you're saying you can do, it's backed up by the testimonials on that page. Back in show 28, can you believe that? Show 28, I talked about the importance of social proof. If you missed show 28, put 28 in the comments below and I'll send you the link to that show. It's a whole show on testimonials and social proof. It also helps on that homepage if you can have a little photo of the person that's giving the testimonial. It just adds a little bit more credibility to the show. To the testimonial. Okay, what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Here we go. Number 5 is show 1 call to action on the About Us page. 1 call to action on the About Us page. Okay. Generally, when I go to most About pages, and see if you're guilty of this, you ask your new readers to follow you on social media, sign up for your email list, check out the latest articles on your blog. Even though you want your visitors to do all of these things, if you send them in crazy directions, nothing will get done. So don't make me think when I come to your About page. Don't make me think, what have I got to do next? Or where does he want me to go? Or what does she want me to do? Just choose 1 call to action and then stick with it and make sure it's seamless. So when I click on that, it takes me to wherever you want me to go. Seamless clicks. The minimum number of clicks is critical. Okay, so now a good About Us page and your website visitors will get to know who you are and if your mission resonates with them. This is going to lead them to becoming prospects. This is going to lead them to entering your sales funnel. On the flip side, a terrible About Us page will make new visitors bounce off your website straight away. You not only lose that touch point, you've lost any chance of capturing them as a potential customer. Okay, so those 5 again, use a conversational tone. Tell your story, not a history lesson. Make your About Us page visually exciting. Let your customers do some talking and choose just 1 call to action. Let me know in the comments below, which one of these do you need to work on on your website, on your About Us page? What is it? Is it the conversational tone? Is it telling your story? Is it making it more visually exciting? Is it letting your customers do some talking, like including some testimonials? Or is it refining that call to action so that when I go to that About Us page, there's just 1 thing you want me to do? Pop it in the comments below. Love to know what you think. And I've got a bonus for you guys. I've never done this before, so bear with me. I've got this as a special bonus for you. If you become an active management member in the next 7 days, i.e. before show 49 finishes next Friday. So before show 49 finishes next Friday, if you become an active management member, I'm going to send you an incredible checklist for your About Us page. It is a phenomenal checklist for improving your About Us page. All you have to do is become an active management member, which is really easy to do. Now, we've got lots of different memberships, so if you put in the comments below, if you're a PT, if you're a manager, or if you're an owner, put that in the comments below. I'll send you the link specifically for you to become a member, and in return for joining, I'm going to give you an amazing checklist to improve your About Us page. Sound like a good deal? Give me a thumbs up if you think that's a good deal. Yeah, I think it's a good deal anyway. All right, there's a couple of thumbs coming through. So, to join up, put in the comments below PT, manager, or owner, and I'll send you the link so that you can join up on that specific membership. Like, it's cheap as. It's real cheap. So, get on board. Okay. Whew, nearly done. What's on this week? This week, I've got the Club Owners Industry Leaders Roundtable. Morning, Troy Morgan. Hope everything's going all right up in Toowoomba. It's been a sad week up there in your community, so I'm thinking of you and your members and all the people up there. So this week, the Industry Leaders Roundtable, we are meeting Tuesday through to Thursday. It's going to be a good week. We are exploring the onboarding process with clubs, like how the clubs are improving their onboarding process, because we talked about that about a year ago, and so we want to do a quick evaluation of where we're at. We are going to be tearing this apart, the Australian Fitness Industry Report for 2017. That's what we're going to be looking at, seeing what we can learn from that. And we're going to be visiting, wait for this, we're visiting Virgin Active, Orange Theory Fitness, Crew Rowing Studio, Yoga Bar, and we're also going to do an escape room activity on the Tuesday night. Never done one of them, and I don't think anyone else has in the group either, so that's going to be pretty damn exciting. Plus, we've got two brand new members, Jamie and Luke, and Luke has volunteered to be in the hot seat, so we're going to go and check his club out and put him through the ringer as we look at his club. Okay, so it's going to be a pretty busy meeting. Next Friday, exclusive to active management members, I will be doing a Q&A session. I'll be an hour of answering all your questions on your business. So active management members that are tuned in today, make sure you shoot through any questions to me so that 10 a.m. next Friday, I can answer them for you. And of course, anyone can become an active management member. So that concludes show 48. Thanks, Chris, for tuning in. Thanks, Kelly, for jumping in right at the end. I really appreciate you guys coming on board. If you know anyone that you think could improve their About Us page for their website, please tag them in the comments below. Just put their name in the comments below, and then they'll get the message to watch the show. And if you would like that checklist, if you want that checklist to improve your own About Us page, you can have it for free when you become an active management member. So just pop PT, manager, or owner in the comments below. I'll send you the specific link so that you can get started. It's super cheap. It's less than $10 a week. You'll love it. It's fantastic. Okay, so let me finish with quote of the week for you. Quote of the week. Thanks, Alan, for tuning in from Spain. Appreciate your support, as I said. Okay, quote of the week. A good About Us page and your prospects will get to know who you are and if your mission resonates with them. A good About Us page and your prospects will get to know who you are and if your mission resonates with them. You've been watching JT in the Raw. Thanks, Eugene, again for the hat. JT in the Raw, show 48. Appreciate all your support. Please share, please tag, please improve your About Us page. I'll see you next week. Have an awesome weekend.